This video is made for adult collectors because you cannot tell me that this guy does not look like a crab. Yep, we hit 100 subscribers right after I uploaded that video. Thank y'all so much, and yeah, just enjoy the video. What's up, my fellow Cybertronians, and welcome back. No, not welcome back. Welcome to Cybertronian retakes. This is just mainly for reviews that I either A, change my opinions on, or B, for figures that I actually completed. Well, as in the case of Studio Series Overload. Last time I reviewed this, one of the wheels were just, like, straight up missing. However, I found this in my Funko Pop box for some reason. And, I just put that back on. Good, we're ready to review. Anyways, this is actually not the original. This is a reissued version, which I think is yellowing. I don't know, it's just, like, some of the parts are brighter than others, and there's no clear plastic on this, and, like, I know that for a fact, so there's no way, like, shut up, like, there's no way that it could be, like, the clear plastic, because there's none. Oh yeah, also, if you, like, right here, there's a ton of super glue. Why? That is because of, like, the pin is coming out. So, like, I tried tightening this up because it was really loose. And, the pin just started coming out. So I had to super glue that into place with copious amounts of super glue. But yeah, just let me know if this is yellowing or not. And, yeah, this vehicle mode is long. However, it's not good. Like, for starters, he has that visible head syndrome, which, I don't know, leader class, come on. I get that is to, like, fit over this full block that slots into scavenger, but come on, that just looks tacky, that looks bad. And, his claws are just poking out. However, this is one of the best, this is the best out of all the Constructicons, surprisingly. At least I've been told, because I haven't been able to get my hands on any more of those. And, underside is just a mess. Also, faux chest, and, I honestly don't know what to say. However, the paint, while sparse, is pretty good. Like, you got that gunmetal gray all over here, and thankfully, no clear plastic. Thank you, because, like, I don't want my 56-pound figure to be breaking. Well, I mean, it kind of did with the pin, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like, as I mentioned before, this vehicle mode is just long. Like, next to my hand's like half the size, roughly. Yeah. But anyways, let's just, like, get in his only accessory, which is just Devastator's neck. And, just using two tabs right here, two really small tabs, that just slots into the bed, which is not, like, hollowed out, just simply due to how this transforms and all. And now, let's get into the size comparisons. Optimus Prime, here's a bonus, just to show this vehicle mode's length. Like, the reason why I'm holding this up is, yeah, it's not standing up on its own. Yeah, like this is as long as Optimus Prime, but anyways, Custom Prime and Optimus Prime. Now here's Bumblebee, and Old Bumblebee. And here are the rest of the Constructicons, if that listing wasn't a scam. God damn it. But yeah, that about does it for the vehicle mode, so let's get down to transformation. First, knock that off, and we can get started. So just, okay, hold on. Starting off, split the back. This one doesn't like to click anymore. Rotate these sections around. These will become the arms. And now just take these wheels and bring them all the way back. Take this panel, which is on 1, 2, 3, a triple hinge, and that will just simply peg into 2 spots. And there you go. Now just take the legs here and bring them forward and bring up the head, which was visible in the vehicle mode, and just bring down the legs, this time from the hip joints. And already we're almost done. Like look at that. Just then take the claw right here, swivel it down, and fold out the actual claw, and just bring it out. Same thing with here, just bring up the forearm, well, if you can call it a forearm, and unclip it by just bringing this up, and then that will just all unfold, fold out the claw, rotate it, and that's an arm all done. And in case you haven't seen the other one, rotate it down, fold out the claw, and just fold that out. Bring up the forearm, unhook it, fold out, swivel, and that's the arms all done. And if you want, you can bring these down, and we just need the legs. So first, split them by the feet, and just bring up the wheels. These will become the thighs. No, become a part of the thighs. And just activate the ankle pivot. Like, I just knocked the camera. That will go out. And fold up this grill piece. Same thing. And these heels will just fold out. And last but not least, fold out this dangler piece with, like, I don't know what that's meant to represent. And here we have the robot mode. Yeah, that was seriously it. If you want, you can, like, bring out the knee pads. And yeah, we are truly complete. And yeah, you can tell which mode was prioritized, can't you? Why am I saying that like you'll be able to answer through the screen? And yeah, he looks like a crab. Like, once you see that he looks like a crab, you cannot unsee it. And the articulation here, head has more articulation than 86 Prime. Yeah, you can look up that far. It is on a ball joint. Can look down that far, tilt, and swivel. And you can also do this, which I find really funny. And these shoulders ratchet out that far, you can use this as like a trigger happy style shoulder if you want. If you want that to go out further. And yeah, this doesn't click anymore. And can go down that far, which you can't showcase them like that. And can rotate a full 360. Oh, like ratchets in all directions, which is nice. Sadly, no butterfly joint. That's not good by modern leader standards. And this can hinge up and down if you want. The outward claw is on a hinge joint or a swivel. Can go in that far, can go out that far. Get another hinge joint that bends up that far, bends down, not bend. Yeah, that's as far as it can go. You do get a wrist swivel, quote unquote. Like, I don't know if this is the wrist swivel or not. And the claws are on a double hinge joint, just simply due to transformation. And yeah, for this arm, you do get a swivel right here, bicep swivel. And you do get a double jointed elbow, again, due to how transformation works. And it can go out that far. Like, it is a gorilla arm. But honestly, this guy was never in his robot mode. So, honestly, what dynamic poses are you gonna get him into? And, the claw can hinge in that far. Can hinge out all the way. And, yeah, that's it for the arms. As for the leg, oh yeah. Strange thing right here, if you can actually see that, there's a split right here. That is what I assume should be the waist swivel of Devastator, because Overload becomes a crotch. And even with everything detached, like the backpack, the head, still doesn't rotate. And I do not want to break this figure. But yeah, like, I don't know why they decided to include that if it's just not gonna function. Yeah, no waist swivel. Like, but this was something that was common even at the time. So I don't know why they didn't include it. However, the hips, zooming back out, can go forward that far with the knee pad out. However, if you bring that down, yeah, that's actually basically it. Yeah, it can go forward that far, like all the way, and it can go back that far, and you do get a beautiful spread. However, if you get these out the way, as well as the shoulders, no, the arms, you can get them to go out all the way. Now that is a beautiful spread. However, looks kind of funky right now. Let's bring these back down. And I do believe I did miss this in the original review. However, he does have a thigh swivel. And then he can, unfortunately, only bend that far, which, okay, they made a lot of weird choices on this figure. However, this can be used as an ankle joint. However, I don't think that's how Hasbro intended it to be used. And can't pivot outwards. however, can pivot inwards all the way due to transformation. And, yeah, that's it. So, posability on this figure, it's really limited. It's actually really limited, unfortunately. However, figure from 2020. No, wait, Grimlock had more articulation than this. And, well, okay, I forgot what I was gonna say. Grimlock had more articulation than this figure, which it's just confusing. Yeah. Now, he doesn't have that much posability, which, honestly, he didn't even have a robot mode. So, really, what dynamic poses are you gonna get him in? Yeah. So you might be questioning yourself, well, he has a robot mode right here, so how's it not included in Revenge of the Fallen? Well, this is due to the fact that this figure had to be based off of concept art. Like, there was no avoiding it. It has to be, it had to be based off of concept art for it to have a robot mode, a vehicle mode, and it won't stand up, and a combined mode. Which, this was the last of the Constructicons, so, I could only assume that they were probably panicking. Like, this guy never had a robot mode, what are we gonna do? And then decided to bring in concept art. Yeah. As in, like, let's just get in close here, and let me raise the camera. There you go, we can take a look at the details. And it's a Bayverse figure, so, of course, there's gonna be a lot of detail. The head sculpt is beautifully painted and sculpted, and he does have yellow eyes and British teeth. Okay, the chest is just like a fake part. It doesn't get used in the vehicle mode. Paint. However, there is a lot of paint and detail on show right here. And moving to the arms, yet again, beautifully painted. However, gorilla arm, like no bicep swivel. And turning around to the back, it does clean up fairly well. And he has no junk in the trunk. And with these hands, he's gonna struggle to wipe it. Like, like, what is life like for this dude? Every time he goes toilet, he's just gonna have to, like, wipe his butt. Like go in there like a soldier. Yeah. Moving down to the legs. Yet again. Detail the faux tires. Like, there is quite a bit of faux parts on show. But, like, these just result in him having 8 tires. Because they're on both sides. Alright, so that results in 2, 4, 6. Starting to think that I'm not professional. But anyways, I have counted all the tires. And that results in 8. But yeah, like, well, hold on. Yeah, that does result in 8 tires. And, that does kind of mess it up for me. But yeah. Like, quite a bit of faux parts. A lot of nicely sculpted detail. Limited posability. And based off of concept art. Like, this figure has quite a few compromises. However, I do quite like it. Now, anyways, time for the size comparisons and then the final thoughts. Oh wait, I just realized I forgot to do weapon storage and then the combined mode. So you do get his only accessory right here, and you'll notice this. This can slot onto Overload's back, just with a little bit of struggle. He can get a BBL. Like, no joke, this looks like a BBL. But yeah, now it's time to actually get into the size comparisons. Here we have Optimus Prime, Custom Prime, and Optimus Prime. Now here we have Bumblebee, and Old Bumblebee. So now let's get into combine mode. So first, you just want to get this guy back into his vehicle mode. And now we can get started. So first, just start off by just splitting these out, but this time don't fully fold them. Now, you want to just spread out the arms and just rotate them up like so. Then, do you rotate them like this? Yeah, I believe you rotate them like this. Alright, hold on. Yeah, that seems right. Then you just want to take out this claw, like this arm, and then just hinge these two forearms up. And now this time there's this latch. You want to put this down. I forgot the zoom. And that will just lock it into place. Same thing on the other side. There's this latch. Pull it down like so. Get this other claw out of the way. And now this time, you just want to rotate the claw inside all those, inside like that. And then it'll just go into a second porthole. And there you go. Same thing on the other side, just rotate it in like that. Then put that in there. And that's the legs of Devastator, and that's the thighs of Devastator done. And now you just want to just bring this down the back, and then split the the legs. Just simply rotate them forward like so. And last but not least, bring up the back, and then just click it in, bring it up, and yeah, you're done. You're done, that's all. And you can see that Overload's head is sticking out, and that this piece is way too floppy. You see why I tried to tighten it? But yeah, like, you can tell that Devastator is about to be, like, massive. Well, I don't know that, because I never got the thing. But yeah, that's all for the combined mode transfer. Stay up, no. And you can see that, Scavenger will just slot in right here. And, Long Haul. Okay, you know what? Long Haul and, I believe, what was his name? Oh yeah, Rampage will just peg into the thighs. Honestly, that's just about it for this figure. So overall, would I get this? If I didn't have it, yeah, I'd say get one. Like, it's a pretty good figure, and I do say that it's probably gonna be the best out of the Constructicons. But, like, I'll just have to get the others to see, because I would have all of them if it weren't for the fact that that listing wasn't a scam. Was a scam. Visible head syndrome. Yeah, like, once I complete this, I might just get the upgrade kit. But yeah, that's all for Studio Series Overload. Overall, I'd give it like a 7.3 out of 10. But yeah, that's all for this figure. Make sure to like, subscribe, and maybe hit that bell to know when I upload. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video if you even made it this far. And I will see you next week. Peace.